Well, shit. Here I am, going to prison. Again. Hey, I'm Elly, your dirty, rotten, scumbag crime boss. You might be wondering how I ended up here. Again. Well, let me start from the beginning. I grew up on a farm with my loving parents, a bunch of animals, and my 8 older brothers. We were rowdy, to say the least, getting into trouble all the time, causing chaos wherever we went, and often getting our butts kicked by our parents. But we were happy nonetheless. Money was scarce, and all my siblings and I had to wake up early to help work on the farm and run our parents' market. School? Well, school was school. I couldn't stand going, and all I could do was think about getting out of there, to just be free, to be myself. I spent a lot of time napping, doodling, and plotting escape plans. Little did I know that that would come in handy later in life. I had a lot of energy as a kid and didn't know what to do with it. As I got older, I skipped class a lot to go to the skate park or loiter around town with my friends. I've always had sticky fingers, so sometimes I couldn't help taking things that I wanted, even when they weren't mine. I often got in trouble for stealing, smoking the green, and resisting arrest. The cops really didn't appreciate my art either.
Listen here, criminal. Stop running. Elly, you get your ass over here. You're going to jail.
See ya. As you can probably tell, school did not work out for me. I dropped out in my final year of high school. My parents told me that if I wasn't going to finish school, I would have to do a lot more at the farm and eventually take over the family market. No way. Nope, not happening. I wanted to be out in the world, explore, not smell like horse shit all the time. So I took whatever money I had and I left home to find myself. After working a bunch of odd jobs, I traveled to Japan to stay with an old friend. She was an exchange student I met in middle school, and we were good friends. She always told me to come visit her in Osaka one day. So I saved up all my money, and I moved to Japan. Her family was so kind to me and did so much for me. But little did I know, her dad was the head of a Yakuza family. They took me in like one of their own. I even got my dragon tattoos that are inspired by my Yakuza papa and my stay in Japan. After a couple years living in Japan, traveling around, and trying to stay out of trouble, mostly, I was starting to miss home. One day, I got a call from my best friend Tara.
Bestie, come up to Los Santos with me.
Los Santos? What's in Los Santos?
Cars, good green, money, and me.
Say less. So, I got my shit together, and soon I was saying goodbye to my second family. I told them I would return one day. I hopped on a plane and arrived in sunny Los Santos to be greeted by my bestie. Trying to find my way in the big city wasn't easy. Luckily, I was able to find a job in a mechanic shop and got to work on some of my favorite cars. They brought me in, even though I didn't know much about cars, and taught me a lot. I loved getting my hands dirty and enjoyed the smell and sounds of the shop. I built strong friendships at the garage, and they took me to the car shows, races, and I ended up getting myself into the underground street racing scene in Los Santos. As you can imagine, Illegal street racing almost got me into trouble a few times. I had many close calls, but I'm a pretty decent driver now because of it. As always, the normal 9-to-5 life couldn't satisfy me. I started looking for different kinds of excitement and ended up getting into all kinds of trouble with my bestie, Tara. I'll never forget the first time we robbed a store and got away with it. After that, we were hooked. We ended up getting caught a few times, and I always did my time. With practice, I ended up getting better and better. Soon, I was an expert thief, making fat stacks. It just started off small, but our family kept growing. We were a bunch of misfits, trying to make a name for ourselves in the underground. As our family grew, our heists became even bigger and riskier, and I began to make a name for myself. Everyone started calling me boss.
Yo, boss, where we hitting up
Got
next?
some new info for you.
Hey, boss.
Hey, boss.
Want to go to the casino?
boss, how's it going?
My crime family grew so much. We have contacts across the country and even internationally. Eventually, I couldn't deny it. I am the boss, Elly, leader of the Syndicate. All of our heists and plans led us to the most important moment of our lives, the big one, Pacific Standard Bank in Vinewood. It took over a year of work and planning to get there, but here we are, finally, geared up and ready to go with a foolproof plan. We are ready for this. This is gonna be our biggest score yet. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see all that money. What am I gonna do with it?
What you are doing is illegal.
Hey, someone stop her.
Stop
Now.
resisting.
Never catch me.
Give it up.
Elly,
Get
stop
off of me.
running. You go to jail.
At this point in time, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say
So here we are, right back at the beginning. Oops. Here I am, in prison. Again. I definitely learned my lesson this time. I'm going to serve my time, be a good girl, and become completely reformed. I'm never going to commit crimes ever again. No more stealing or blowing shit up or driving really fast. I'll work hard and I'll be a good member of society. The life of crime is over for me now. You didn't think I was serious, did you? Let's get into trouble.